We are diving back into the abyss, literally, to talk about NicholasSansburySmith's Ghosts, the second installment in the Hell Diver series. If the first book was pure adrenaline, the sequel is like strapping yourself to a runaway train that's been converted into a vertical roller coaster and launched into a lightning storm. My heart rate is still trying to negotiate its way back to a resting rhythm 2 days after turning the last page. Seriously, if you need to know if your pacemaker is working, just read this book. The setup is a delicious cocktail of dread and desperation. We skip forward 10 years, which is a gutsy move because we're dealing with the lingering ghost of Xavier X Rodriguez, who everyone above the radiation-soaked clouds has written off as a permanent fixture on Earth's toxic surface. But this time the focus shifts to the next generation, Michael Everheart, the kid formerly known as Tin, who has clearly spent the last decade working out and internalizing his trauma, because he's now the commander of the Hell Diver Raptor Team. Watching him step into X's legendary boots is one of the most satisfying elements of the entire experience. And now to my favorite human villain, Captain Leon Jordan. Oh, this guy. Jordan is the walking, talking embodiment of toxic leadership. If corporate culture were a post-apocalyptic captain, it would be Jordan. He rules the Hive with a fist so iron you'd think he was worried about a sudden shortage of tyranny. The electrical storms outside aren't the only reason for the charged atmosphere on the entire ship. There's this low, persistent murmur of a prophecy of hope circulating on the lower decks, and Captain Jordan sees anything that threatens his control as a mutiny waiting to happen. Jordan is a wonderfully duplicitous, deeply flawed antagonist who makes the threat inside the ship just as terrifying as the monsters outside it. Let's talk about the world building. Smith continues to excel at painting a truly unforgiving, stunningly horrific canvas down on the surface. We're talking about a genuine, post-apocalyptic horror show blended with military sci-fi. The earth below is still a radiation-soaked, storm-racked wasteland, but the creatures have grown into something worse. It makes you feel physically anxious just reading about the Raptor team navigating crumbling 30-story buildings while battling bird-like creatures and glowing vine monsters. The setting doesn't just provide a backdrop for the action, it actively tries to kill everyone in the book all the time. This duality makes the book so incredibly immersive, it gives the term hazard pay a whole new meaning. The plot kicks into overdrive when a mysterious distress signal beckons the Helldivers down for a mission. This isn't just a supply run anymore, it's a truth-finding expedition that shakes the very foundation of the Hive. Captain Jordan will commit the ultimate betrayal to conceal what Michael and his loyal team discover beneath the surface. This is where the themes really shine through: the struggle for survival, the weight of leadership, and the relentless quest for redemption in a world that seems determined to deny it. While some other critics noted the characters can feel a bit surface level, I think that's missing the point. You don't always read this genre for character studies that belong in a philosophy class. You read it for heroes who are heroic and villains who are rotten, and you need them to be fun, heroic, and occasionally humorous amidst the chaos, which they absolutely are. Michael's growth from Tin to a seasoned commander carrying the hopes of humanity is interesting, even if he's not reciting Shakespeare in his spare time. Now for the elephant in the airship, the writing style. This isn't literary fiction attempting to win a Nobel Prize for word choice. This is a heart-pounding thriller designed to keep you glued to the page and gasping for air. Smith has a talent for writing that is so immediate and so visceral that it simply sucks you in and keeps you on the edge of your seat. The writing might embrace a few familiar genre tropes or favor a straight-ahead approach, but that structural simplicity is completely obliterated by the sheer, exhilarating speed of the narrative. The pace is absolutely relentless. It barrels along, delivering maximum action, suspense, and horror in every single chapter. If you're looking for a rip-roaring roller coaster ride condensed into book form, this is it. You're not stopping to admire the syntax, you're too busy worrying that Michael is about to be eaten by a mutant. It's an easy read, not because the story is shallow, but because the narrative urgency forces your brain to consume it at top speed. So, is Ghosts worthy or not? Without a doubt. The reason is simple. It successfully escalates everything that worked in the first book, while introducing a high-stakes internal political conflict that gives the post-apocalyptic setting actual weight. The blend of military sci-fi and survival horror is seamless and genuinely exciting. Even if you spot a few predictable plot beats, the intensity and pacing are so impeccably maintained that you will not care. The overall value of Ghost lies in its ability to deliver popcorn-munching entertainment while exploring serious themes of trust, betrayal, and the fundamental question of what humanity will sacrifice to survive. It deepens the world, develops the characters, and throws one massive, exhilarating confrontation after another at the reader, culminating in a jaw-dropping last section that guarantees you'll immediately grab the next book.